So, a legend has returned, but this isn't some warm, familiar comeback. No, this feels different. It has the cold, sharp edge of a blade drawn in complete silence. It's a return that's been years in the making, and it's carrying this incredible weight of a legacy that's defined by one simple, brutal truth.
And that right there, that's the core of this entire experience. We're not just talking about a game here. This is a challenge. It's a discipline. It's a philosophy that's been forged in the digital fires of trial and, let's be honest, a lot of error.
Because the name Ninja Gaiden, it's always stood for more than just another action game, right? It's like this direct line from the warrior of the past straight to you, the player of today, and it demands things from you. Real things, focus, resilience, and an absolutely unwavering will.
So, okay, let's really dive into this. To truly appreciate what Ninja Gaiden 4 is actually doing, we have to look back. We have to look back at the trilogy that built this entire legend and then nearly broke it.
Yeah, 3 games. And each one felt like its own distinct era, didn't it? It was this incredible journey, from a revolutionary rebirth to a celebrated peak, and then a fall from grace. A big one. It left all of us fans wondering if the Dragon Ninja would ever truly return.
The whole arc is almost poetic when you think about it. It all started in 2004 with what was just a shock to the system, a rebirth that completely redefined action games. By 2008, on the Xbox 360, that formula hit its absolute bloody, chaotic peak. But in 2012, something just felt off. The blade was dulled. The very soul of the series felt like it was lost.
Okay, let's talk about that original 2004 reboot. This game was a statement. I mean, on the original Xbox, nothing moved like it, nothing felt as responsive, and absolutely nothing punished you with such surgical precision. It established the core rule of the series. You die to learn. It wasn't unfair, it was just incredibly demanding.
And the critics? They agreed. A 94 on Metacritic wasn't just a high score, it was a coronation. This was the new king of action games, and it was a title that would go on to influence the genre for years to come. Ninja Gaiden 2 just amplified everything. More speed, more blood, more chaos. It was the absolute apex of Itagaki's vision. But then came the third game. With a new direction, it tried to appeal to a wider audience. It simplified the combos, tried to add a more personal story, and in doing so, it just diluted the myth. It domesticated the dragon.
Which brings us to today. The return of Ninja Gaiden isn't just a solo project from Team Ninja. It's born from a completely unexpected and, frankly, a brilliant creative alliance.
And this is where the story takes a really fascinating turn. You have 2 totally distinct philosophies colliding. On one side, you've got Team Ninja, the masters of cold, calculated technical combat. On the other, Platinum Games, the absolute masters of stylish, cinematic, performance art. It's a meeting of 2 schools of thought that seem like they're polar opposites.
And you can feel this fusion in every single frame. The punishing enemy design, the demand for absolute precision, that is the unyielding core of Team Ninja. But the elegant animations, the dynamic camera that literally dances with the action instead of just observing it, well, that has the unmistakable flair of Platinum Games all over it.
So here's the crucial point.
The identity has evolved. It keeps its brutal soul, but it presents it with this newfound cinematic grace. It's a perfect balance between punishing precision and breathtaking expression.
So how does this actually feel to play?
Let's break down the mechanics, because that's what makes this game so different from its peers. If you look at its rivals, you see a really clear difference in philosophy. Devil May Cry rewards you for creative expression. Bayonetta is all about building to that huge visual climax. The Ninja Gaiden 4 is different. The reward here is absolute control. Defense isn't just an option. It's not a trigger for a special move. It is the entire architecture of combat. We're talking about a demanding parry system. Timing is everything, and you can turn an enemy's deadly strike.
It's not asking for style points or improvisation in the same way its rivals do. It demands something deeper, something way more fundamental.
First, it demands your full attention. Every animation, every audio cue is a piece of vital information. Then, it demands humility, because you will fail, and that failure is a lesson. It's meant to cleanse you of your bad habits. And above all, it demands precision, the discipline to choose the most effective action, not just the most spectacular one. That's the unique satisfaction. It's not the high of stylish combo ring, it's
It's that quiet, intense pride of mantling a whole group of enemies with flawless surgical execution and taking no damage because you made no mistakes.
Whatever your claim is product, it ends here.
Sprawling open worlds, endless content. Ninja Gaiden 4 makes a bold, defiant statement. Its value isn't in its size. It is dense.
So you've come,
15 to 20 hours with zero filler. The real longevity that's forged in the
I will execute my mission.
Not for collectibles, but for a no-hit run, to perfect your routes, to turn simple survival into a form of technical art.
This is the perfect way to put it. This isn't a wild brawl. It's a high-stakes chess match at 1,000 miles per hour. It wins because its design is intelligent, it's coherent, and it respects you, the player, enough to demand your absolute very best.
There's this piece of wisdom from the game's lore that just perfectly sums up its entire philosophy. The biggest challenge isn't the demon on the screen, it's your own hesitation, your lack of focus, that momentary lapse in discipline, that's what gets you killed.
Ultimately, this is more than just a revival. It is a reaffirmation of a timeless idea, that the greatest rewards come from the hardest challenges. The blade has been reforged, the path is set. The only question left is whether you have the discipline to walk it, because the ninja has returned, not to entertain, but to remind you that perfection hurts.